Your time is extremely valuable, and most people don't realize how much time they waste online. So this is how you fix it. This will help you be more aware of how much time you actually spend online and how you can actually use that time to do more success habits. Entertainment feels small, like you say, okay, I'm just going to do for this 5 minutes, but you end up going for hours. And even little bits add up throughout the day. Like if you do a minute here, minute there, it keeps adding up during the day. And you end up wasting a lot of time online on things that actually don't move you forward. And the big mistake a lot of people make is that they have no structure on their entertainment and productivity time. So for this, I'm going to give you a structure that you can follow so that you can lower your daily entertainment time online, but also but use that time to do more success habits online while still having some entertainment time. Step one is awareness. The first step to solving a problem is being aware of the problem. So what you want to do for this is you want to check your last 24-hour screen time every day at around 7 p.m. If you miss it at that time, you can check it later that day. And if you want, you can track it like on a Google Docs, your daily 24-hour screen time. So that way it builds awareness for you. And you'll be surprised, like you'll think you spend maybe 2 or 3 hours a day online, but you'll notice it may be 7+ hours. This will surprise you and it might make you feel less motivated. But you need to do this to be aware of how you spend your time online, and you need to be aware of how much time you actually spend online. So stuff like your entertainment time, any success habits that you do online. Step two is you want to set entertainment time limits. So this prevents overuse, because if you don't have a time limit, you're going to spend hours a day on video games and social media scrolling. So you can still do these things, but you need to have a strict limit for your entertainment. So that way you don't spend all day on entertainment, but you're not actually doing anything that moves you forward. So for your entertainment time limits, you want to list all your entertainment stuff they do on a paper or Google Docs. For example, let's say you play 8-ball pool. You could write 2 8-ball pool games a day, maybe 5 minutes social media scrolling, maybe 20 minutes YouTube entertainment a day. And then you can use social media the rest of the time on social media for actually success habits, which we're going to talk about later in this video. This can also improve your self-discipline, because you say exactly how much time you're going to spend a day on entertainment, and then you actually follow through with it. So you tell yourself you're going to do something, and then you do it. That's self-discipline. Step three is structured entertainment. So we talked about giving yourself a daily time limit for entertainment, like 2 8-ball pool games, 5 minutes social media scrolling. Now we need a structure for this. So after a task, you do entertainment. For example, after supper, you can play your 2 8-ball pool games. Or after your morning routine, you can do 5 minutes social media scrolling. Instead of doing it random and unplanned, because if you do it random, it adds up a lot more than you think. But if you do this planned and structured way, you can actually control your daily entertainment time instead of letting it control your time. And also, as a bonus for this idea, is you can get a physical timer and set a time limit. For example, for your 5 minute social media scrolling, you set a 5 minute timer on your phone or physical timer. Physical timer is great because it's visual and there's no distraction. Step four is track entertainment. So we talked about, first of all, being aware of how long you spend a day on entertainment. So like let's say 7 hours or 4 hours on entertainment. Now what you want to do is you want to write down or track your total daily entertainment time. So this could be like social media, 5 minutes scrolling, or 20 minutes YouTube, or 1 hour movie. So like later, let's say, okay, April 25th, 5 minutes and 20 seconds social media scrolling, or 2 8-ball pool games. And also if you fail, also write this down. So if you did more than 2 8-ball pool games, you could write like 5 8-ball pool games in that day's date. Or if you fail with social media scrolling, you could write 15 minutes and 20 seconds social media scrolling. And if you play video games, you can also track the total amount of games that you do a day. So you can track the total amount of games, or just the total amount of minutes you did those games in social media scrolling in all entertainment. Step five is momentum and productivity habits. So let me show you how you can start momentum fast, and let me show you some productivity habits that you can do online starting today. So the hardest part about a habit is getting started, because you notice when you want to do something, Once you start, it's usually a lot easier. But the hardest part, like 80% of the work, is just getting started. But once you start, momentum carries you, and it's a lot easier to keep going. So what you need is a method so that you can start quickly for each of your success habits. So for this is you want to get a timer and you want to set it for 1 minute and say, okay, I'm going to do this success habit online for only 1 minute. If I stop after that, that's fine. I accomplished my goal. If I want to keep going, that's great. That's a bonus. Because you notice once you start with this method, you would usually want to keep going because you already started. Think of it as like a hill. So you have a snowball, you're rolling it up the hill, that's the hard part. But once it starts rolling down the hill, momentum carries you, and it's a lot easier to keep on going. And the great thing is, whatever your goal is, there's a lot of success habits that you can do online. I define success habits as something that you do multiple times to get to your definition of success. So if you want to make good money online, if you want to learn a skill, you want to learn cooking, there's a lot of different habits that you can do online to get your goals. So here are some general habits that you can start with. You could learn from tutorials. You could learn different skills, like you can learn coding, you can learn marketing if you want to start a business. You can learn communication, which is a good skill in life. You can create social media content like me. You can do networking, which is also a great business habit if you want to start an online business. You can learn from books online. There's a bunch of different habits that you can do. To start off with those, pick one. Leave in the comments below which habit online you're going to start with today. Step 6 is an optional upgrade. So we talked about tracking your entertainment time online, but you can also track your productive time online. So that way you measure growth instead of just measuring restriction. And you can change from a consumer mindset to a creator mindset. So that way you can use social media to actually learn and produce content instead of just watching. So you can make another Google Doc and name it total daily productive minutes online, and you can write the total amount of minutes you're productive online. You can simply do this by tracking it with a pen and paper, a timer, or just estimating it with your daily screen time analytics. So these numbers that you track, it doesn't need to be 100% perfection, but it needs to be a general idea of how you're spending your time online. Is it just entertainment or is it success habits? So don't worry about 100% accuracy. Just try your best and be as accurate as you can. Let me tell you it one more time so you know exactly what to do. So the first thing that you do is you be aware. So around 7 p.m., check the last 24-hour screen time. If you miss it, check it later that day. The second thing is give yourself entertainment time limits, like 5 minutes or 20 minutes. The third is structured entertainment. So after I finish this task, I will do this amount of entertainment. After supper, I will play 2 8-ball pool games, is an example. And step 4 is track your total entertainment time, so many games played and total amount of minutes, either one. Step 5 is when you're procrastinating, do it for just 1 minute to start momentum. And step 6 is optional, is you can also track your total productive minutes online or total productive minutes throughout your whole day. But don't overdo this, and it doesn't need to be 100% accurate. We are back on that consistency, so subscribe for more productive systems like this.